Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the graduation ceremony of the Fulton City High School graduation class of 2020. As we gather virtually to celebrate and validate 20 well-deserving students who have labored all year long, it is my hope that you will take an opportunity to reflect on what lies ahead. As stated by Steve Jobs, don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your own heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary. Today's ceremony marks the 117th commencement exercise. What an honor and privilege to be standing here, virtually, full of Bulldog pride. Before we get started, I would like to have a moment of silence for those who have lost their lives to COVID-19. Thank you. Our hearts and prayers are extended to those families, as well as to everyone who is in this battle. You are not alone. As our governor says daily, we would get through this. We would get through this together. I would like to thank and recognize our school board members and our superintendent for their continued support of our students, faculty, and staff. Class of 2020, let me congratulate all of you for your hard work and dedication to your education. I would also like to congratulate my faculty and staff members for helping our students reach this fundamental milestone. You have been instrumental in preparing our graduates today for what lies ahead in the future. Graduation is a time to set your minds on new beginnings. A new beginning means a fresh start to dream, a fresh start in believing great things for your future, a fresh start in achieving your life's goals, a fresh start to set your priorities in order, a fresh start to doing the impossible. This new beginning will allow you to continue to grow and blossom into amazing young men and women. There's no greater recognition of a graduate's achievement than a high school graduation ceremony. Some of you may be thinking, what ceremony? This is the Class of 2020's special virtual ceremony. Class of 2020, never let barriers, obstacles, or changes define your moment in life. Today is your moment. Is your moment like past graduation ceremonies? No, but those ceremonies are not like yours either. There will be many memories that we all will be able to share about this special ceremony. Class of 2020, I challenge you with the same task I challenge other young people. I challenge you to never stop fighting to be the best. I challenge you to outwork your peers in whatever endeavors you choose. I challenge you to set your goals high for yourself. I challenge you to dig deep and find out what is on the inside of you. You all have been blessed with special gifts. I challenge you to use those gifts to help others and yourself. Remember, the foundation you leave behind can cause others to stumble or walk smoothly. Do not be afraid of setting the bar high for yourself and for people who are coming behind you. Please, do not fear when the bar seems as if it would not move anymore. The bar would do whatever you want it to do. Class of 2020. Bulldogs, I congratulate each of you for making it this far and for aspiring to go further. Parents and guardians, I congratulate all of you for your love and support in every step of the way. It is almost time to receive your wings. It is time for you to fly out of your current nest and go to places that are unfamiliar. No need to be afraid or nervous. Everyone must go through this to get to where they want to be. Now, I'd like to read you a poem that helped me with my transition from high school. The poem is called Bridge Builder by Will Allen Dromgoole. An old man going a lone highway came at the evening cold and gray to a chasm vast and deep and wide, through which was flowing a sullen tide. The old man crossed in the twilight dim. The sullen stream had no fear for him, but he turned when safe on the other side and built a bridge to span the tide. "Old man," said a fellow pilgrim near, "you are wasting your strength with building here. Your journey will end with the ending day. You never again will pass this way. You crossed the chasm deep and wide. Why build this bridge at evening tide?" The builder lifted his old gray head. "Good friend, in the path I have come," he said, "there followed after me today a youth whose feet must pass this way. This chasm that has been as naught to me, to that fair-haired youth may a pitfall be. He too must cross in the twilight dim. Good friend, I am building this bridge for him." Class of 2020, we salute you.
Hello, amazing people of the world. First of all, I just want to thank every one of you for coming to celebrate the graduating class of 2020. Each and every one of you have played an important part in our lives. You have invested in us and encouraged us to get to where we are now and where we will eventually go. Earlier in the year, I read what I would guess to be Mr. Elam's life quote. The quote was, "Ever tried, ever fail, no matter, try again, fail better," by Samuel Beckett. Personally, I feel this quote on a spiritual level, which is why I decided to share it with you guys. If you actually break down the quote, you have already applied it to your life. As graduating seniors, there has been countless times where our faith has been tested. It could have been for Miss Fulcher's test or Dublin's. Well, even Miss Thweet's. But either way, we survived each one. From now on, I expect for every one of you to continue to survive and overcome the obstacles life has thrown your way. I speak for every person in this gym when I say that I am so proud of you all. It seems like just yesterday, most of us were watching Miss Hendrick make Rice Krispie treats. I would not have wanted to graduate with any other class. Because of the fact most of us has been friends since Snaggletooth days, I think it's fair to say that I love you guys. It's so surreal that we're about to start a huge chapter in our lives. Because of this, I won't take offense if there's less communication within the next few months. Sarah, don't forget me when you're off singing with Luke Combs. Zoe, try to stay sane. There's no telling what you'll witness being a forensic psychologist. Zion, my boy, I wish you nothing but greatness at DCU. If you know, you know. I could go on about what great things our future hold, but I doubt you guys want to be here all night. As I begin to wrap up my speech, I would further like to thank my wonderful parents for creating such a beautiful, independent, and intelligent young lady. I would also like to thank my select few of friends, family, siblings, actual coaches, my other 4 moms, teachers, Officer Kirby. Oh my, it's kind of exciting thinking about all the people who deserve recognition. I thank all of you for being so supportive. Thank you for having such a huge impact on my life. Thank you for the tough love and pushing me far beyond my limits. Dublin, thank you for tolerating my constant whining about my grades. You're the real MVP. To anyone else I've forgotten to mention, thank you. Because of you guys, I was given more reasons to become successful in my life. If you know me, you know I had my doubters and haters. However, because of you guys, I shine. I shine brighter than the diamond Rihanna sung about. I cannot wait to see what new beginnings God has for me and my classmates. Again, thank you all for coming to celebrate the beginning of a new milestone with the class of 2020. Always a Bulldog. I did it.
Man, how many of us sitting here today ever thought this day would come? I know I sure didn't. It felt like yesterday I was running around on the playground playing tag at Carr. Yet, it's been 12 long years since we first began our journey into kindergarten. At that point, we were all scared little kids who were entering into a brand new world, and now we find ourselves in the same situation. However, now we are confident young adults about to head out into a new world, the real world. We've all heard warnings and stories about the real world, yet I know all of us here can handle what is to come. We will all have our own obstacles to overcome. We will all also hurdle our obstacles and keep on running. We will always remember where we came from, Fulton High School, and all the memories that we made in this school. Before I get ahead of myself, I have a few people to give thanks to first. First and foremost, I have to thank and give credit to God for all He has done for me in my life. He has given me the opportunities to succeed, and without Him, I wouldn't be standing here before you all today giving this speech. Secondly, I would like to thank my parents for all the sacrifices they have made for me and all that they have done. Whether they have always been my biggest supporters, and whether or not they truly believe that I appreciate all that they do, well then I'm here to say in front of everyone that I love them and appreciate all they have done for me. I may not like all their constant nagging or this is my house, my rules, but in the end, I know they want what is best for me, and I will forever be grateful for that. Next, I would like to give thanks to my sister, my grandparents, and all my other family who supported me unconditionally and for always pushing me to do my best and strive for success. I may not be the best at showing my appreciation, but deep down, I love and appreciate all of you. Lastly, I'd like to give thanks to my friends, my peers, and my teachers. To my classmates, you've all been on this ride with me for 12 long years, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Sure, we've had our ups and our downs, but through these 12 years, we've had some truly great experiences together. We've made some good memories, and more importantly, we've grown as a family. We will always be able to look back and remember the fun we had and all the unfairness we thought we endured. Just because we must now graduate and pursue our own paths doesn't mean that we have to forget each other or completely grow apart. If we see one another in public, don't be afraid to say hello. Snap each other to stay in touch on a daily basis. Tag each other in Instagram posts. Or, nowadays, we could always host a few Zoom meetings. Let's not forget what we built over these 12 years, but continue to build on our solid foundation. Now I'd like to congratulate all my classmates because we made it. All those years of struggle, laughter, worrying, good times, confusion, tests, anger, and enjoyment have all led up to this moment. My teachers, I must thank you for putting up with us for 12 long years. You've seen us come and go, yet you stayed dedicated to teaching us when we wanted to quit or when we refused to be taught. We know your intentions always had the best at heart, or so we hope. But, man, am I glad that I no longer have to endure busy work or work we thought was unnecessary. And yes, I'm throwing shade at you, Miss Fulcher. Thank you, Miss Thweep, for always being a second mom to me and always supporting us unconditionally. Thank you, Miss Wade and Miss Huff, for going above and beyond and being great class sponsors. Thank you, Miss Lawler, for teaching us some college how-tos before we enter into that step. Thank you, Coach Mason, for the hilarious break conversations. And thank you, Coach Rozelle, for just being Coach Rozelle. Lastly, I'd like to thank Mr. Dublin for being a great role model for me. We didn't always see eye to eye, and our goal always was to one-up each other. But I thank you for always being someone I could count on in the time of need. You are a true dub and a great teacher. Every class can and will try to exclaim they are the greatest to walk across this stage, and in turn every other class will disagree, as always been done. Well, I can confidently state that the class of 2020 is not the greatest class to walk across the stage. We will let every other class argue for that title, because simply put, the class of 2020 is so great, in fact, that they felt the stage was too underwhelming for us. No other class before us had this honor, and I'm sure no other class after us will have this honor as well, which puts the class of 2020 in a league all of its own. Sure, we waited patiently for 4 long, excruciating years to have our moment to walk across that stage. But yet the state decided we weren't finished being their guinea pigs, so we now must have a virtual graduation. Well, I'm sure the class of 2021 will always get a pass, as they always did, we will see this as unfair, and being ourselves, we will complain to Mr. Dublin and hope that our fortune changes. But the matter of the fact is that our fortune won't change, and we have to embrace our circumstance and know that there will be great times ahead. Now, I made a promise to my classmates that I would make this short, so sorry y'all if I kept going too long or if I left anything out. But I've always heard that the purpose of this speech is to charge my class to go out into the world and do great things. But I'm not going to charge us to do anything. All I'm going to say to my classmates is to pursue your dreams and do what makes you happy. We don't have to be great in worldly terms, worldly talk, for us to enjoy our lives, and most importantly, as Sarah Catherine would say, live our best lives. So I simply say to the class of 2020, let's go out and live our best lives and don't be a stranger. All right, I'm done now. Let's get these diplomas, get out of here, and start living our best lives.
Nevaeh Shakur Galant Beelan.
Beautiful.
Zoe Page Brown. Armand Miles Alexander Ronald Griffin Chandler.
Autumn Leanne Colbert.
Jakaran Ray Sean Donald. Drake Christopher Haley.
Hunter Linwood Hayes.
Sarah Catherine Hedgepath.
Congratulations. Thank you. Jamila Deshay Jones.
Deontay Deshaun King. Cameron Nolan Will Madden.
Congratulations.
Catlin McCall Matthias. Nolan Jeffrey McKnight. DeAndre Fashawn Patton.
Congratulations.
Jasmine Janae Reeves.
All right, congratulations.
Brandon Tyler Russian. Devorius Lamont Scott. Brennan O'Neill Walker.
Congratulations. Look at Miss Cole.
Sherelle Ebony Lynn Marie Walker. Zion Creed Shakam Yisrael.
By the power vested in me from the Commonwealth of Kentucky and the Kentucky Department of Education, I now pronounce you graduates of Fulton High School. You may move your tassel. Congratulations, graduates.
I'm Christy Pettigrew, and I just want to say congratulations to the class of 2020. Keep your heads up and remember that you can do anything that you put your mind to do, and never let anyone tell you that you can't. And most importantly, never tell yourself you can't, because if you believe you can't, you never will do anything. And I just want to wish y'all luck in everything you decide to do in your future.
I'd like to say thanks to a few people, Mr. Castleman and our superintendent, Deanna Miller, and a lot more people than that has helped put this on. And the seniors ought to be very grateful for their graduation. You know, some 50, 60 years ago, I graduated from high school. But nothing like this. You'll have a memory of your graduation for the rest of your life. the class of 2020 will have something to remember. One thing is, you've spent 12 years of your life in this facility, protected by teachers, protected by this installation. You're ready for the world. You think you were dealt a failure grade in a class. Well, get over it, because life is like that. As you can see today, you're graduating in a case where a lot of people have died. Your life is going to be more important if you don't do something about life in America. Remember your graduation. You can make a difference, and only you can make a difference. Remember the teachers that taught you a lesson that you will never forget. You have the rest of your life to live by the grace of God. Thank you.
To the Fulton Independent Class of 2020, you guys have made it. Not only have you made it, you have survived and succeeded. Your success is what determines your future. So take pride in how far you have come and have faith in how far you can go. You guys have made history. The survivors of the pandemic of 2020, aka coronavirus, COVID-19. Graduation is not the end, it's the beginning. So always remember, graduates are like sharks. They never swim backwards. I salute you, the class of 2020.
Congratulations, Fulton High School seniors 2020. I am so proud of each and every one of you. This is the end of one journey, but believe another one will start. And anything you choose to do in life, just keep pushing forward and know that as long as you stay positive, you may get knocked down, but get yourself back up and strive to achieve anything in life that you want to. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the Fulton Independent 2020 graduation class. My encouragement to you is to be successful in everything that you do. So I come up with an acronym for success. S, set your goals. U, understand your obstacles. C, create a positive mental picture. C, clear your mind of self-doubt. E, embrace the challenge. S, stay on track. And S, show the world that you can do it. God bless each of you, and congratulations, and you've got this.